The story of the internet begins in the 1960s. The United States Department of Defense was looking for a way to connect computers across long distances. This led to the creation of ARPANET, or the Advanced Research Projects Agency Network. ARPANET's initial purpose was to facilitate communication and collaboration among researchers working on government projects. The first message was sent over ARPANET in 1969, marking a pivotal moment in technological history. This marked the birth of the internet as we know it. ARPANET's early success was due in part to its decentralized structure. This meant that the network could continue to function even if one or more computers were down. This was a crucial feature during the Cold War. It ensured that communication could be maintained even in the event of an attack. ARPANET's decentralized design would become a defining characteristic of the internet. The development of ARPANET was a collaborative effort. Researchers from various universities and institutions contributed to its growth and evolution. This spirit of open collaboration would continue to shape the internet in the decades to come. ARPANET's open architecture allowed for innovation and experimentation, paving the way for the internet's rapid expansion. As ARPANET grew, it became clear that a standardized way to transmit data between computers was needed. This led to the development of Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol, or TCP/IP, in the 1970s. TCP/IP provided a common language for computers to communicate with each other. This was a crucial step in the development of a truly global network. The adoption of TCP/IP as the standard protocol for ARPANET marked a turning point. It allowed for seamless communication between different types of computers and networks. This interoperability was essential for the internet's growth, as it enabled computers around the world to connect and exchange information. TCP/IP laid the foundation for the internet as we know it today. With the standardization of protocols, ARPANET began to evolve into the internet. The term internet itself emerged in the early 1980s. It signified a network of networks all using TCP/IP to communicate. This interconnected network allowed for the sharing of resources and information on an unprecedented scale. The stage was set for a revolution in communication and information access. The development of new protocols continued alongside the growth of the internet. These protocols address specific needs such as email, file transfer, and remote access. Each new protocol added another layer of functionality to the internet, making it more versatile and powerful. These innovations laid the groundwork for the diverse applications and services we see on the internet today. As the internet expanded beyond its academic and research roots, new challenges arose. Security, privacy, and the need for user-friendly interfaces became increasingly important. These challenges would drive further innovation and shape the internet's evolution in the years to come. The internet was rapidly becoming a global phenomenon, and with it came new opportunities and complexities. The early internet was primarily a tool for researchers and academics. They used it to share data, collaborate on projects, and communicate with colleagues around the world. Email emerged as one of the earliest and most popular applications. It allowed for near instantaneous communication, replacing traditional mail and revolutionizing the way people stayed in touch. Email's impact on communication was profound. Beyond email, other communication tools began to emerge. Bulletin board systems, or BBSs, provided platforms for online discussions and communities. Users could connect with like-minded individuals, share files, and engage in conversations on a wide range of topics. BBSs were precursors to the online forums and social media platforms that would later dominate the internet. The development of these early communication tools fostered a sense of community among internet users. People were no longer limited to interacting with those in their immediate physical vicinity. The internet provided a virtual space for people to connect, share ideas, and build relationships across geographical boundaries. This sense of online community would continue to grow and evolve with the internet. As the internet expanded, so too did the demand for faster and more efficient ways to share information. This led to the development of the File Transfer Protocol, or FTP, which allowed for the transfer of large files between computers. FTP became an essential tool for researchers, businesses, and individuals alike. It enabled the sharing of software, data, and other digital content, further accelerating the pace of innovation and collaboration. Section 4. The World Wide Web takes center stage. While the internet was rapidly evolving, a revolutionary development was taking shape: the World Wide Web. Invented by Tim Berners-Lee in 1989, the web introduced a user-friendly way to access and share information. Berners-Lee envisioned a system where documents could be linked together, creating a vast web of interconnected information. The World Wide Web, often referred to simply as the web, relied on a new language called Hypertext Markup Language, or HTML. HTML allowed for the creation of web pages, which could contain text, images, and hyperlinks to other pages. This interconnected structure made it easy for users to navigate through information. The web's intuitive design opened up the internet to a much wider audience. The early web was primarily text-based. However, the introduction of the Mosaic web browser in 1993 made it possible to view images alongside text. This innovation transformed the web into a more visually appealing and engaging experience. Mosaic's graphical interface made the web more accessible to non-technical users. The arrival of the World Wide Web marked a turning point in the history of the internet. It transformed the internet from a network primarily used by researchers and academics into a platform for mass communication, commerce, and entertainment. The web's potential to connect people and information on a global scale was becoming increasingly apparent. Section 5: Browsers, Booms and Busts Navigating the Digital Frontier. The mid-1990s witnessed an explosion of interest in the World Wide Web. New web browsers such as Netscape Navigator and Microsoft's Internet Explorer emerged, further enhancing the user experience. These browsers introduced features like bookmarks, history, and support for multimedia content. The web was becoming increasingly interactive and engaging. The rapid growth of the web led to the dot-com boom of the late 1990s. Entrepreneurs and investors flocked to the internet, eager to capitalize on the new digital frontier. Countless new companies were founded, many with innovative ideas for online businesses. The dot-com boom saw a surge in investment in internet-related ventures. However, the dot-com boom was not without its excesses. Speculation and hype often outpaced sound business models, leading to inflated valuations and unsustainable growth. In the early 2000s, the dot-com bubble burst, resulting in the collapse of many internet companies. The dot-com bust served as a reminder that even in the fast-paced world of the internet, sound business principles still applied. Despite the dot-com bust, the internet continued to evolve and mature. The companies that survived the bust often did so by adapting to the changing landscape and focusing on sustainable business models. The internet was entering a new phase of growth, one characterized by greater stability and a focus on long-term viability. Section 6: Connecting the World: Social Media and the Rise of User-Generated Content. The early 2000s saw the emergence of social media platforms. Websites and applications like Friendster, MySpace, and Facebook allowed users to create profiles, connect with friends and family, and share content. Social media tapped into the innate human desire for connection and community. Social media platforms quickly gained popularity, transforming the way people interacted online. They provided new avenues for self-expression, networking, and information sharing. The rise of social media marked a shift towards user-generated content. The internet was no longer just a place to consume information, it was becoming a platform for creation and participation. As social media platforms evolved, they became increasingly sophisticated. Features like news feeds, groups, and events allowed users to tailor their online experiences and connect with others who shared their interests. Social media's impact extended beyond personal connections, influencing politics, business, and culture. The rise of social media brought new challenges. Issues related to privacy, misinformation, and online harassment became increasingly prominent. Social media platforms grappled with how to balance freedom of expression with the need to create safe and inclusive online environments. Section 7: The Mobile Revolution. Smartphones usher in a new era. The launch of the iPhone in 2007 marked a watershed moment in the history of the internet. Smartphones, with their powerful processors, high-resolution screens, and constant connectivity, made it possible to access the internet from virtually anywhere. The mobile revolution brought the internet into the palms of our hands, transforming the way we live, work, and interact with the world. The rise of smartphones led to a surge in mobile internet usage. Apps became the dominant form of software, offering a wide range of services and experiences. Mobile payments, location-based services, and on-demand entertainment became commonplace. The internet was no longer confined to desktops and laptops, it was now an integral part of our daily lives. The mobile revolution also had a profound impact on social media. Platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram optimized their services for mobile devices. Social media became increasingly integrated into our daily routines. The ability to share updates, photos, and videos instantly from our smartphones further blurred the lines between the online and offline worlds. As smartphone technology advanced, so too did the capabilities of mobile internet. Faster networks and more powerful devices enabled new forms of content consumption and creation. Streaming video, mobile gaming, and augmented reality experiences became increasingly popular. The mobile revolution continues to shape the internet, driving innovation and expanding the boundaries of what's possible.